I know I promised this video a few days ago, guys, but I finally actually had a chance to push the teams to a level where I'm comfortable to basically share it with you guys as well. And I'm talking about my free-to-play teams for all of the dungeons, right? It's pretty hard getting to the point of grinding 2 accounts and playing other games on the side as well. So I have been slacking a little bit on the free-to-play account, but I am in a pretty good spot at the moment. So I'm going to share with you all of the teams that I'm running to defeat the dungeons. We're going to talk about the challenges, strategies. I want to talk about Fey Meander as well to show you an awesome team that, yeah, is not free to play unless you're picking the same characters that I did as well. But we're going to get to that in just a second. First, if you guys want to get free rewards, click on the link in the description down below or the pinned comment, or head onto the event tab. And right here, you're going to have this bonus event at the bottom, right behind my big head. And you're going to be able to link to content creators and claim rewards by clicking directly from here. Use code Skratch. This is the newest event. So if you use the code a month ago or something like that, you're going to have to redo it again. And you're going to be able to claim free rewards. And don't forget to go and vote here as well for the 2nd anniversary gala. You're guaranteed to get 3 Hell Light Dice, 200 War Marrow, if you vote for the right community. And we win, of course, which seems pretty good. So big shout out to all of you guys that voted. Much love. But let's quickly talk about dungeons, guys. So I am on stage 18 on Grave of Venom, Grave of Curse, Grave of Rot, stage 11, stage 10 on the Heretical Ruins. And I'm going to explain you why I'm not able to progress just yet onto higher stages. Probably you're going to be in a similar boat. I need to work on my Temporal Vortex team because the damage is pretty underwhelming. The main idea is I need to find better support characters to pair with my Elemental Affinity, and this season I will struggle if I'm going to stay with Dauntless, because I do not have any good poison characters that bring any support whatsoever. But let's start with the Grave of Venom. I am running a very similar team as in the last season. The main reason why I'm not able to go and defeat stage 19 is mainly a gear check, okay? So the gear that I have on him is pretty damn trash. I'm not even able to put in together a Ancestral Protection set, which really sucks. That's the main thing that I really need. I definitely need to get higher HP on him, but as you guys can probably notice, that's going to be a bit harder because at the moment, we do not have a good Ancestral Protection set. I have only flat pieces, which are not really helpful, okay? So that's the main reason why I cannot defeat the next stage. Survivability. That's the whole thing. I do need to get more talents. As you guys can probably notice, it's not as easy as in the last season because the Elemental Affinities are completely different. So I'm not actually gaining the Elemental Affinity bonuses for 5 men. And I started moving on to that already on the free-to-play account, right? Which is only 2% at the moment, but it will just add more and more and more, and that will make a massive difference later on. So I'll have to drop Thorin from this team, and I'll have to drop Adolphus as well, which means that I need to bring in Radiance characters. And at the moment, I just do not have that many. Or I can drop, of course. The thing is, you need Urian for this stage, so I need to stick with Ice and Radiance. I don't have too many crazy characters. I have some from the Ice. We did get Gillian for free. I haven't skilled her up just yet. She's definitely not a bad one to use, but I need to put in the skill ups on her. Then I will have a good option, and then I could probably run Gillian, run Catherine, and run Garius. 3 of them, or 2 of them instead, and drop these 2 out, right? But I need to skill up my my Gillian, and they will get the job done because she has a good battle skill that brings you the damage reduction. So that's going to be really helpful. So that's what I'm running on this stage. In terms of builds, you can unlock, of course, the mythical gear from season 1. I have an Executioner set. These are the total stats on Vidimir. Talent-wise, I need to get the talents on him and on my Naphelosia, on my Losenia. I will be doing that later today. That's why I have my energy stacked up. We do have an event as well. And the whole idea with this is that if you do not have Losenia, you can run Rava as I was doing it in the last season. But because Losenia is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely important in the end game, I decided to skill her up and have her ready to rumble. But this is my free-to-play account, right? And we are running on her an Emissary Crown. These are the stats. As you guys can probably notice, the talents are just not there yet. Her build is pretty trash because I want to get some damage out of her as well. Then we are running the Gatekeeper Staff on Thorin with an Ancestral, with a Trandus Tenacity set, sorry. We only have 3 talents. I should get a 4th one up and running as well. This is mainly why I'm not able to go to stage 19. These little things. Missing talents, not really the best gear or anything close to it, right? So that stops me. Then on Urian, I do have the middle 3 on the talents because that's literally the best for him. A couple of different sets, and we are running the Scarab Amulet because we do not have something better at the moment. And we have Adolphus, Aurelian Vest, and we have a Moonlight set, which will generate more healing as well. And we do not have all the talents on him either. If I would get the last 2 talents, that would help me with survivability even more. But as I've mentioned, I'm planning to farm talents today because we have the brand new event that started today and is just spot on. Perfect timing from me. No skill timing whatsoever for this team. We're just letting them run wild. We are using the attack aura from Losenia, and I use the exact same team to get done the challenge 1 and challenge 2. I cannot do challenge 3 yet, but in terms of buffs, that's what I have been using on them, okay? So you can see them written right here. It's no point for me to click on the actual buff because you can literally see them, okay? And don't forget to do the crafting. I've done a different video dedicated to this to basically help you out and explain you how this works. Then, let's move on to the next dungeon, and that is the Grave of Curse. Once again, a very similar team with what I used to have in the last season. Of course, the elemental affinity is different now, so I had to change a bit the damage dealers to make sure I'm pushing in the damage faster. I've done the same. Difficulty 1, difficulty 2 on challenge mode. I haven't been able to do difficulty 3 yet. And we are running the same buffs more or less right here for the challenge mode. Let me just quickly show you the team. So, because I do have a couple of Ice Blast characters, I've pulled one of their legendaries. It's kind of like a no-brainer to use them. They do a lot of damage with a battle skill, which enables me to take down the bosses faster. And when we're going versus single target bosses like this one right here is literally a no-brainer, right? I've just noticed that somebody has an artifact at level 4. Yes. So we're going to change quickly this on her because I've got some upgrades since last time. So let's see what can we get. Oh, damn, I had an enlightenment on her. Definitely not the right thing. I've got too many enlightenment ones for the ice element. Look at that. Literally everywhere. Crazy. Guess we can give her this one. And we've got slightly better stats. But the whole idea is that we're gonna melt the boss with the Ice Blast characters. They're much better than running 2 Frost characters because these are designed for single target. So we're gonna store that. In terms of builds, Thorin has a Moonlight build with a Gatekeeper Staff and Enlightenment Chest, of course. You've seen the talents and everything else, but these are the stats. Then we have Urian with the Aurelian Vest in here. This is going to be better because he's going to shield. And he's still on 2 broken pieces. Then we have Vinyara. She is on a Puppeteer set. She will push, of course, the ultimate energy for everybody else except Thorin, which will be enough to make sure that we are getting on an 18 seconds rotation with Urian as well. Then we have Zorak. I literally gave him the best damage build that I have available. The exact same gear I had equipped on my Vidimir before. I do have the max talents on them, up to 4. Zorak is a really good one, so I decided to skill him up as well. Then I am using Gertin. I decided to skill her up as well, but I only have 2 talents. And I am running the Downpipe Organ on her to try and push a bit of damage more on Zorak. And I have some really trash built. Yeah, like very bad pieces looking around at it. And Vinyara has the Witch's Remains. Skill timing for this team, we have the following. Okay, so you need a 19-second rotation, and the main reason for it is that she's going to apply the Frozen. Okay, and that will delay the boss. Now, I'm gonna let him go like this. I'm not gonna put him on 19 seconds because the team works just fine. So I'm quickly gonna show you actually how this works. I haven't put any food, so hopefully I don't need to. The whole idea is that the Ice Blast characters are putting in some nice work in here. The best thing would be to have a Sheena available and a Beldele, or a Sheena next to Zorak, and put her with Witch's Remains to have the defense down more consistently, and I would be melting the boss even faster. If I would have Zephy available on the account, I wouldn't have to run the team in this manner, and that would enable me, of course, to do higher stages. Like on my main account, I absolutely demolished all of the challenge 4 difficulties, except of the Heretical Ruins. But other than that, I've done it on all of them. And in the Grave of Curse, Zephy is the real cheat code, basically. So let's see, we are almost at 50% HP with the boss. Maybe I should keep that Thorin on a 19 seconds rotation too, because he's desyncing way too fast by the looks of it, and I don't have enough buffs when the boss is about to nuke me out, right? And he's dispelling too many by the looks of it. Maybe I should delay a bit Urian as well. I don't think any of the buffs expire from Urian, but I think if Frozen drops in, that might make them disappear. Yeah, okay, as expected. But hopefully, this will enable us to get a job done regardless, okay? So, with that being said, potentially, we could push on to the next stage. I've just noticed what was happening because I've made the teams. I haven't looked at them again, right? That's it. I've climbed as high as I was able to, and kind of like called it a day there, you know? Come on, some battle skills before the end, and there we go. Plus, I use no food either, right? So this is stage 18 directly. We could potentially push on to the next stage. Let's actually give it a test. So I'm going to delay you to 14. And I'm going to put you on 14.5. And I'm going to give you 19 seconds. But actually, no. Do like 13.5, 14.5. That should be enough. And let me just use some food as well. And I'm going to use... Not like I have many options. I'm going to use the royal fish soup. The most famous food in the entire Teleria, guys. Literally, probably the most used by everyone. 10% defense and accuracy. Let's see if we can push on this stage. I have a feeling that I might not have enough accuracy on my Vinyara. That's one thing that I've just realized right now. And that could be the biggest issue. Not removing the buffs from the boss. Okay, the boss is not doing crazy damage. So as long as we have enough accuracy, I really don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to defeat this stage. Because the shield and everything else that we have on is going to be really, really helpful. Okay, we have the defense down. Vinyara started pretty damn nice. Okay, the buffs, spot on. Much better timing with that. But I'm just noticing that my poor Gertin rider at the front, she's getting absolutely annihilated. I would love to have the artifact for the blast characters. That would be really, really good. Okay, much, much better. We had lots of buffs right there. I think we can do stage 19, okay. So then, we're kind of left with stage 20 on the Grave of Curse. And then the Grave of Wrath is a bit of a completely different story, because there we need to go full with Necrosis. I don't want to break the 5-man Elemental Affinity team, not because of the 2% damage bonus that I'm getting, but because I'm gaining all of the other stats. The HP, the defense, the accuracy, which is really, really important, including the attack, and we might die just here. Because we don't have enough accuracy. As expected. I know for a fact I only had like 180 accuracy on Vineera, and you need like 250 or something like that. So we're well short on accuracy. Surprisingly, she's still landing it. And we took the boss down to under 50% HP. And we lost Zorak, unfortunately. Okay, so we are pretty close. We are pretty close. An Ancestral Protection set on Urian would fix this problem. That's exactly what we need and exactly what I'm missing on my account. But we're very close to get this done to stage 19, which is definitely a good thing. Now, I showed you everything related to this team. Time to move on to the next one, and that is the Grave of Wrath. I cannot do stage 19 in here. I've tried it. The main reason for it, I am getting absolutely hammered by the boss, okay? I do need to get slightly better runes, slightly better gear, and then I will return. But I am running the exact same team I was running in the last season. I almost clicked the wrong thing as well in there. The whole idea is everything is free to play except Premsa, but you might have Premsa. If you don't have Premsa available, it will be a bit of a struggle to kill the boss with Isitarian and another random summoner, okay? It will be. That's the reality of it. So there is no way around it. I cannot kill it with Frost, with Vidimir and Rava or Losenia. I'm just not doing enough damage. I cannot kill it with other characters, only with Dauntless. But at the moment, if I do that, I'm breaking the 5-man elemental affinity, and that will be a problem. I cannot afford to do it. Later on, once we're going to be at level 100 and we have negative runes, I can afford to miss on all of these 180 defense, 1800 HP, and 180 attack, and the accuracy. But at the moment, I do not afford to do that. So, in terms of builds, we have the Moonlights on Taurin. You've already seen this build. We have Emissary Crown on Tia. You've seen the build. You need Skill Haste, the Rift Hourglass on her. Then we have Fremza. Basically, I have the Queen's Fan artifact. I bought it this season. If not, you can use the Vile Ink. That's what I've been running in Season 1. So if you don't have the Queen's Fan, not a problem. Trash build because we have very low Enlightenment. I still have an attack rune on her rather than Enlightenment, but we've got a Talents and Enlightenment chest. Let's just say she's okay-ish. Then we have Isitarian, the best damage build that I have, which was used on all of my other damage dealers before. Max talents on him too. I mean, up to tier 4. And then we have, where is she? We have Brain Fart, Estella, there we go, with the Luminary Order Gospel, and we have the Brotherhood set. Now, you do need skill timing for this team, and basically what we are running is going to be on default. It's going to stay like that on an 18-second cycle. She's going to be on default on an 18-second cycle. Plus, keep in mind, we do have the Rift Hourglass, so it's not going to be 8.8, it's going to be shorter, okay? She just goes ham. I have no defense down, no witches remain, so I just let the damage dealers go crazy. And Estella at 12 seconds. That's when the dumb boss starts using their random hit skill that can one-shot a character. So she needs to start healing at the same time, kind of like counter what the boss does. But this is the exact same team I have been running in the last season. You want to put your characters in this format because the boss will target somebody, and the boss will target Estella because he's going to become invisible straight off the back. So like this, the boss won't kill one of your damage dealers or something else, okay? But this is the exact same team I used on the challenge mode. Let me just show you that as well with what talents we used in there, as you guys can notice. So we used this, okay? That's what we used versus this this boss, but only up to difficulty 2. I haven't been able to do difficulty 3. On the Heretical Ruins, this changed, is much harder, okay? So stage 12 is like a completely different level. Even on my main account is just nuts, okay? But on stage 10, we are running this team. Once again, I had to go in with a 5-man elemental affinity team to ensure that I'm going to gain all of the stats and I have the right damage and support. Basically, Vidimir with the best damage build that I have. He still needs the talents. Urian with the same trash build that he had. Losenia with the emissary set. Applying defense down. Brotherhood on Catherine with the Luminary Order Gospel. And one of these pieces, she will put a shield with a passive when the healing exceeds. So that's going to boost our damage. And then we have a trash set on Garius, but at least he's not the main tank, so I don't need to worry about it as much. But really not a good one on him. And these are the stats with the Gatekeeper's staff. Skill timing, we have the following. So Urian 17 to 24, Catherine 18 to 24. The boss will hit you twice, at the 18-second mark and at the 24-second mark. So with Urian, we're going to have the ally protection, the damage reduction. With Catherine, we're going to apply the immunity to make sure that the boss will not be able to land HP burn on our characters, and we're not going to get hit by the first and second skill. And this is the positioning right here. Pretty straightforward for this team as well. I cannot do stage 11 yet because the boss deals quite a bit of damage. I need to up a bit my own damage, so I need to get the talents done. But I've done challenge mode 1 only on this one. So I haven't done 2 because it jumps from level 150 to 210, okay? Which is pretty damn crazy. But I will be trying to do that tomorrow once I'm going to start getting some talents and stuff. I'll be sharing all of the team codes in the pin comment as usual, so you can just take them and input them in the game. One thing that I wanted to show you. I am constantly hearing people saying that Ascatius is trash. Everybody's crying everywhere. I mean, everybody. A lot of people are crying everywhere that Ascatius is trash. Not Wargaring. Duram is the GOAT. I still disagree with it. Okay, I still disagree with it. It might not be as impactful versus the challenge bosses as on the Chinese version because they've made some changes to the actual continental boss. But once you're going to get to the dragon, they will be very powerful. And not just that. On my free-to-play account, last season, everybody was trashing Nasty Jenka, saying that nah. I've got her. I've been extremely happy with her. This time around, I decided to go and get Ascatius. Why? Because everybody's crying about him. So I am running a burn team in here. Okay, now this stage is a bit nasty. I cannot use that strategy that I was planning to show you. But so far with this team, Necro and Fire, yes, I am talking about 3 new characters, the burn and the exclusive hero without the exclusive artifact. I am one-shotting them, okay? I am literally bringing Ascatius in here, one-shotting them. The problem that I will have right here is that this Sagomir, I won't have that problem. I've just realized I won't have that problem. So let me just show you what I was talking about. Can I get some attack from somewhere? Max HP attack, max HP. Fire damage. Was this 3% fire damage? I think the attack is going to be better. So, check this out. That's what Scatius and the burn team can actually do in the Fey. Now, right at this moment, I am not at the extremely high level or anything like that. Bang! Okay, so when I'll be at level 100 with crazy gear and everything, I will be a one-shotting stage freaking 299. And he can do this in a lot of content. Last season, Vitar was huge for PvE. Okay, she was absolutely huge, especially for the Fey. This season, he can do much better than Vitar. Vitar cannot one-shot these waves, okay? So if you're constantly hearing tons of trash about this character, you know what? Let them talk. They will see at the end of the season, as they've seen it last time as well, when they were saying that Nasty is the worst out of all of the exclusives, okay? But that is all I wanted to show you. They are not bad. If you want me to do a showcase on Burn, even though I should be doing one because I haven't done it on them, so I will be doing one regardless, if you want me to do it or not. But I think they are tons of fun, and just enabling me to one-shot all of this freaking content, that was a crazy stage. I had crazy stages with Chrysos, Furbarts, Ripcasses, and tons of different units. And guess what? we still managed to do the exact same thing to all of them. Even though we might not have enough accuracy right now on all of them. Boom. Almost all of them dead. That one seems like it got some buff that kept the character alive. But the rest just got wrecked. And I'm talking about high stages, right? That's all for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What teams are you guys running? Do you like the burn characters or do you think they're trash? And as usual, do not forget, use code Skratch to claim free rewards, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.